Now, today's session was short. It was short and simple, and I just kept it to the point with my planche holds, and that was my main focus for today. Now, I guess when it comes to short workouts, what is really emphasized and what needs to be, needs to draw most of your attention is your warm-up, right? And the planche warm-up for me has always been a very complex relationship. Like, I just could not find the ideal warm-up to make myself feel fresh and fully prepared for the planche for every single session. Now, with weights and just like typical bench, squat, and deadlift movements, right? These guys have a very simple, they have a very methodical warm-up. You start with the bar, add weight, and just go over time. You might want to add a few dynamic stretches beforehand, roll your muscle out a bit, do a bit of cardio, but they're very fundamental. They're very empirical in their warm-up, right? The planche, you can't necessarily approach the planche in the exact same way you do with weights, right? The progressions don't progress in a matter of levels in resistance and physical weight, right? They vary in the leverages, the leaning, and how much of your body weight is emphasized on a specific body part, right? And that's essentially the complexity of the planche. So that is why I've been experimenting quite a bit with dynamic movements, holds, repetitions, contractions, all these different types of movements in order to really gain the best out of the warm-up, right? So out of my few, experiments and desperate attempts for anything to just keep my planche from remaining like fresh, I kind of experimented with bicep curls, right? Now, it started off with pull-ups, right? The pull-ups naturally engage and recruit the biceps, right? So while doing so, when I was leaning forward, the stress that was applied on my elbows, right? They felt a lot more reinforced as I went and leaned into the planche. And therefore, I just felt very good with the planche. I felt very prepared. And it wasn't like I had to do multiple planche repetitions while halfway in my workout in order to achieve that maximum warm-up, right? So that's why I believe the bicep curls just help naturally. And I'm still trying to figure out why that's the case. So yeah, that was essentially the main takeaway of today's session. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.